And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to Sporting San Miguelito versus CSD Xelajú MC CONCACAF Central American Cup 2025, second leg, quarterfinal. Leading on aggregate is Sporting. Hold on. Xelajú. It is Xelajú. Xelajú leading 2-0 on aggregate. Yeah, okay, there we go. This is the one I didn't watch last week. That's the problem. All right. 2-0 on aggregate for Xelajú. Should be an easy win for them, but who knows? Who knows? With that being said, we have the baseball on the TV because that stupid ESPN app bullshit. We have the games on the computer. So if I'm looking over here, that's where I'm watching the games because they're on YouTube, thankfully. The only way I can watch a game on ESPN is watch it on YouTube TV, so it's on the TV because it matters to me because the Blue Jays play the team who wins. So you have a problem with it, that's on you. I don't care. With that being said, we will begin. Starting 11s are as follows. Oh. There we go. Fixed. All right. Oh, okay. Don't have to reload it. With that being said, start 11s are as follows. 2-0 for Xelajú. Sporting San Miguelito contra CSD Xelajú MC la Copa Centroamericana de la CONCACAF. Cuartos de final partido vuelta. Starting 11s are as follows. For Sporting, we have Dillon in goal. The back four, Caicedo, Cedeno, Alba, Galvan. The midfield have Valencia, Ruiz, Jean, Cooper, Armando Cooper, and Tello De Leon up top. For Xelajú in goal, we have Silva. The back four, Gonzalez, Romero, Ruiz, Tevelan. The midfield four, Diaz, Aparicio, Cardona, Cardosa, and up top, Baez and Lopez for Xelajú. I'm glad. Glad you're getting your internet sorted out tomorrow. Good. Xelajú won 3 of their 4 matches of the group stage. They beat Sporting 2-0. It's a rainy day down in Panama. Holy Lord. Must be just a rainy day because, no, Panama's, no tropical storm, anything. 2 outs away for Chicago to get to the division series. 3-1 Chicago. Boston, New York starts very soon. We won't miss much. It is what it is. With that being said, we're ready to go. We're here. Have some fun with it. And we'll be back for a game at 9:15 as well for Olympia versus Cartagenas. Yeah, we'll do it like that. My NFL picks for today, of course, Rams, or the week. Rams winning. We got Minnesota winning. Baltimore, Miami, Indianapolis, New Orleans. We got Dallas, Philly, Arizona, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Chargers, Buffalo, and Jacksonville. That one little line was reflex. I think I picked Jacksonville on my NFL or my ESPN picks. So once I realized, I bet it's Jacksonville for me. All right. Oh! The Chicago pitcher is absolutely choking right now. Yeah, that's a good point. We'll deal with that later. Game will start very soon. Teams are walking out. I was like, don't tell me there's going to be a rain delay instantly. The winner of this tie plays Real España. The loser plays Plaza Amador in the play-in. Real España in the semifinals. will be for the winner of this tie. Plaza Amador will play the loser during the play-in. Olympia or Cartagenas will play Alajuelense. The loser plays Motagua. Real España, Alajuelense have already made it to the CONCACAF Champions Cup next year. The winners tonight will make it. Then the play-in, 3 weeks from now for the other two? Whatever it is. Yeah, I might as well leave this here. Makes sense. All right. If Padres hit a home run, they'll have a tie game. Foul ball. Teams are walking out. Xelajú wearing black and red. Sporting wearing white. Sporting's got a big, big hill to climb. By the way, Xelajú scored both goals at home, so there are no away goals in this tie so far. If it's a 2, so Sporting has to win outright. And by basically Sporting San Miguelito, if they want to advance, they have to win with a clean sheet and 3 goals or more, unless they go to penalties. No. Extra time. No, there is extra time. So they need to, if Sporting wins 2-0, they're going to extra time. If they win 3-1, they lose on away goals. They have to have a clean sheet. If you're Sporting San Miguelito, you need a clean sheet. Ball bounced. Oh, Lord. Chicago might be choking. The tying runs on first for the Padres. I mean, did that bounce forward hit him? No, it hit his foot. If it was ball forward, doesn't really matter, but that ball bounced forward, hit him. If it was ball forward, doesn't matter. And they're taking him out. 2 out, 2 on. Tying runs on first. Winning runs at the plate. Well, then you'd have to pitch your bottom half of the inning just to win the game. If you're the Padres, if you get to 4-3. I did say the Padres would win. And teams have walked out. They're about to shake hands. We'll talk about the starting 11s and get going. This tie is pretty much over, but we're covering it. Unless Sporting can hold a clean sheet, win 2-0, go to the extra time, or 3-0 and win outright. Any goals that are allowed just makes it even harder for Sporting. How we doing, Henry? Then they would have to win 4-1. If they allow a goal, they have to win 4-1 to win. There's no extra time in that position with the away goals as well. So it's going to be interesting. Starting 11 for Sporting San Miguelito. Well, they're using those now. Guess because it's knockouts. Starting 11. We have Dillon, Galvan, Cedeno, Alba, Caicedo, Tello, Jean, Cooper. Well, Guido Gonzalez from the USA is the center ref. Oh, Lord, it's pro. Amazing. Yay, pro refs with VAR. Smack me in the back of the head. This will be horrible. VAR referee. Tatiana Guzman's the VAR referee. Silva in goal for Xelajú. Tebalan, Ruiz, Romero, Gonzalez, Cardosa, Cardona, Aparicio, Diaz, Baez, and Lopez for Xelajú. Strike. Just hacking up there. Cronenworth is the winning run. If he hits a home run, the Padres will have the lead. Or what could be the winning run. Padres have their tying run on first. 2 out. Cronenworth short. And he's out. What? Nah. Challenge. There's no way. Moves the runners to second and third with 2 out. No. Challenge. Yeah, challenge. Right. Yeah, challenge. There's no way. He beat that out. His foot was on the bag and he caught it. I guess he didn't. And we're going kick off. Cronenworth with a bouncer, and he's out on it. And we're off. 0-0. 0-0. Esta noche 2-0 global. Or 0-2 global. Xelajú. Question is, does the guy's foot come off the bag in any way when he jumps? It's possible. Nope, out. Okay, makes sense. Barely out. Yeah, fair enough. Just the spike left on the bag. San Diego, 2 on, 2 out. Fermin, the 9-hitter. If he gets a hit, he's going to tie the game. If he homers, he takes the lead. One minute in, Xelajú very likely to advance unless San Miguelito holds him to a clean sheet. And Fermin flies out to end it. The Cubs will move on. The Cubs almost choked, but they will move on to play the Milwaukee Brewers. An NL Central matchup in the division series. The Chicago Cubs versus the Milwaukee Brewers. So we have LA versus Philly and Chicago versus Milwaukee. Of course, also Mariners versus Detroit. Now all we have to do is find out who plays Toronto. One more team to move on from the wild card, and we'll have our division series groups. And we'll keep an eye on it. Whoever wins tonight plays Toronto on Saturday and Sunday, and then Tuesday at the very least. And we'll cover it, don't worry. Chicago moves on. I actually question them. I'm surprised. San Diego's a bunch of chokers. And perfect timing. The Yankees game is just about to start. Right at that final out. No, I have not. I've been watching baseball. Still am right now. Playing forward. I don't see San Miguelito doing much big of a comeback anyway, so they have to hold a clean sheet and score 2 goals to go to extra time. They have to hold a clean sheet and score 3 to win. I don't think that'll happen even though they're at home. We might focus a little more on the Yankees-Red Sox during this stream. A little bit. The Olympia-Cartagena stream is a little bit more... That game's a little bit more definable. This one is pretty much... I'm still doing it, but... just really for the views. Playing forward. Shot! Goal! Oh, no. San Miguelito scored. Valencia! Wait, is he actually hurt, or was he trying to troll like Jalen Ramsey? 1-0. 1-0 for San Miguelito, 4 minutes in. Valencia. What a shot, man. Well, I talked a lot of shit. This game has a lot more to own. Boom. Ball falls to him over the top. He takes a shot, a little bit of a deflection, and goal. Well, this game ain't over yet. If Xelajú scores, it will be, but they got to score. Score 4 minutes in. If you're Miguelito, though, is a really good start, knowing you need 3 if you don't want to go to extra time. It's a good start. A very good start. What if it goes to extra time? I'm moving on to the next game. I'm moving on to Olympia Cartagenas. I don't know how exactly. Maybe I'll put 2 screens up and then just deal with it. Jaron Duran leading off for the Red Sox. Throw in. Holy Lord. 100 miles per hour. Schlittler pitching for the Yankees. 4 minutes in for Angel Valencia for Miguelito. Good start. Damn, 100 miles per hour. Shit. 2-0-2 on Jaron Duran. Jesus. Oh! Foul. High foul ball, but what can you do? 5 minutes in. Honestly, I don't care who. Well, part of me wants the Yankees so Toronto could shut them up about the tiebreaker bullshit. I don't care. We'll beat either of them, though. I don't care. We'll beat either of them. We'll beat the Yankees or the Red Sox. I don't care who we get, but from the screw you, stop complaining, we want to take you out side of things, Yankees. From everything else, I don't care. We're going to win either game. So we're going to beat either of them and go to the ALCS. I don't give a shit, really. Am I afraid of either team? No. We're going to win. We'll beat either of them. I don't. Jaron Duran flares it to Jazz Chisholm. Caught. 1 out. Damn, that sucks. Now, if this game went 20 innings, would I complain as well? No. I'd be very... I mean, they only have 1 off day in between game 1 and this. So, I mean, if this game went 20 innings, I wouldn't complain either. That'd be fine by me. 1-0 between Miguelito and Xelajú. 1-2 global. 1-0 esta noche. Miguelito gets the goal early that they need to put themselves in a good position. Trevor Story up for the Red Sox. So basically, yes, today is a unannounced double. I didn't realize it would be that way, but it is an unadvertised double. Playing forward. High. Horrible pitch. Luke Hughes re-signed by the Devils. Gritsuk is doing really good so far. Strike. Low. 99 miles per hour. Yeah, you ain't going to get the bat to that. No way. It's rookie versus rookie when it comes to starters tonight for the Yankees and Red Sox. Cam Schlittler, who's had 14 starts during the regular season. The Red Sox starters only had 5. Caught, fly out, infield pop-up. That's caught for 2 outs. I don't know what you'd rather have. A starter who's only had 5 starts in 1 season or the one who's had 14 starts. But they're both going rookie. Interesting. Bregman up for the Red Sox. Ball, or strike, I mean. Strike, high, 101. Dude, you got to sit. You got to sit off speed at this point. That's the problem. Hit. pal. He sat off speed and fouled it off. In play and caught. Oh, no, dropped. Just still alive, Bregman. Ben Rice dropped the ball off the heel of his glove. Well, good to hear. You know, he should have caught that. Yankees fielding is shit. He should have caught that. Lets the ball bounce off the heel of his glove. How do you... No. Bregman is lucky, but he was sitting off speed right there. He hit it. Almost got out for it. High 96. 1-2. I mean, when it comes to him, at least right now, if you're the Red Sox, you got to sit off speed. You have to. I mean, there's no way you don't. This dude's throwing 101 miles per hour. And struck out looking on 100. 100 mile per hour sinker. Okay, well, that ain't off speed. What an inning. Good job. Just struck out looking. High sinker, 100 miles per hour. No, man. I couldn't imagine. Corner for San Miguelito. I couldn't imagine. Ball crossed in. 100 mile per hour sinker high in the zone. That must have been more of a two-seamer. Had to be. Had to be two-seam action with some sinking action. Not a complete sink. Had to be a two-seam. Had to be. There's no way. See, high up in the zone. High up in the zone, 100 miles per hour. It had to be more of a two-seam than a full sink. Had to be. Had to be. Had to be completely. Had to be. Had to be two-seam with some movement. Now, the question is where did he aim it to where it sunk away, but where it sunk away but high? That's the question. Probably, it depends if it was going this way or it was more of a cut. It was more of a cut. Probably was going from out. I'm not sure. Connolly early, starting for the Red Sox. Youngest pitcher to start since Babe Ruth for the Red Sox. Only 5 starts this year so far. Raw enemies. Enemies by Shinedown, because technically Denial by We Are Harlot was not an intro. That was just a bumper theme. That's still the better song. But Enemies by Shinedown. Smackdown. Ooh. Let It Roll. Let It Roll. Yeah. I liked Black and Blue as well, though, but Let It Roll. Strike. I don't know. That was kind of a call. That was a call. Wasn't even on the black. It was just under it. Playing forward. Strike. Nah. Okay, that one was more of a strike than the first one. 1-1 Devils Rangers. It's preseason. Why are you complaining? Playing forward. Good tackle. Remember, there's VAR that's out for a corner kick. Strike! Grisham! Oh, the ump's given only 2 of the 3. Okay, so that's the strike zone that called it a strike. 1-2. But he's been looking at all of them. Trent Grisham. He's been looking at all of them. Blowing out. This guy likes to paint the corners. I guess an understandable. Header. Ball. Sweeper. Horrible. That's what happens when you try to paint the corners. and that's all you're doing, and then you try to go for a strikeout pitch. Probably, here's the thing, though. You're trying to set his eyes low, but he didn't offer at all. Strike. Struck out looking. Sinker low and to the outside corner. Totally in the strike zone, though. Judge. Tried to clear the puck. It hit off a Rangers player. Went in the net somehow. Okay, that's just bad. That's just unlucky. Still 1-0 for Sporting San Miguelito. 1-2. As of now, Xelajú would still advance. They need a goal / don't allow another. Ball. Curveball low. See, that's the problem. See, what Early is going through, that's the problem. When you're setting up low, when you're setting up to pitch low in the zone and keeping their eyes low, you're going to give up bad pitches that are going to be balls because you're already setting up low. And Aaron Judge with a fly, it will be caught. 2 out. Fly out by Aaron Judge. 81.7 off the bat. But that's the problem with setting up low. If you're setting up low to keep their eye level low, one, you're not going to fool them at all. Like, you need some higher pitches. You need to go higher, either to set their eyes low or to finish them off. Like, if you're setting their eye low, Bellinger grounds out, Story throws to first, and he's out. 3 outs on the Yankees. See, you're either setting them up low, you're pitching low to keep their eyes low, and then you go high to take them out with a high fastball to get them out on the payoff pitch, or you're setting up low so you go even lower and they chase because they think you're going low. But the problem with that, it can't have too much break. And some of those curveballs have had too much break. Saved, caught by the keeper. Some of those curveballs have had too much break. I think he'd be better off, and I don't know. I haven't seen this guy much. I don't know if this Connolly Early kid has a high ball to throw, if he has a high fastball. And besides, here's the bad part. You're playing the Yankees. You give a bad pitch that's just high enough, that's low in the zone, they're going to smack that thing out of the stadium. You can't beat. See, he's playing himself. The lower the ball is, the more you can get under it and launch it, right? This kid's playing himself. You go high to induce the ground ball or the strikeout while their eyes are low. The more you get under the ball, the more it launches. Launch angle. It's a simple principle, right? So, and knowing that short porch, why are you pitching low? Like on the black, low and out, low and in. I don't really like the choices there. I don't. So do that what you will. I said the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays, they're going to win it all over the Phillies. I said that during the prediction. I'm sticking with the Jays. You think I'm kidding? Throw in 1-0. Xelajú will still advance, but they've calmed down after the first goal. Sporting's had their moments, but, none too crazy. Masataka Yoshida batting for Boston to start the second. High. See, there you go. Stop that shit. I don't care. As I said, if they lose, I was with them. If they win and I'm not with them, I feel like I don't deserve to be rooting for them. So if I'm a jinx, I'm a jinx. It may just be Toronto sports being complete shit. It might be both. I don't know. Maybe it's just Toronto sports being complete shit. It's just ironic that I think maybe they could win something. I don't know. And when it comes to baseball, I did not predict the Blue Jays to win 2023. I knew they were shit. So, and they lost in the wild card. So do with that what you will. 2022, I think I predict them to win the World Series legitimately. So that might have been a problem. But either way, I don't want to hear it. Stop gaslighting me. Now, that might be true. Now, I could see that being true. They might want to lose on purpose to piss me off. That's possible. Wouldn't shock me if that was the case. There's a small chance that that's the truth, but I'm not a curse. I don't think I'm a curse per se, but the small chance of that being true, that ain't my fault. I still think that's only like a 2% chance of being true, but that's a small possibility. But I'll take my chances. Base hit for y'all shit up. I'll take my chances. 2-0 on the count. Ceddanne Rafaela takes a strike. 1-2. Goal kick for Miguelito. Free kick. Yeah, he's effective, especially when he plays the Yankees or Blue Jays. Other than that, not the same. Goal kick taken. Rafaela swings right through it. 2-2. Single by Yoshida, no out. 1-0, 1-2, 1-2. Do you think Edge will fight John Cena? I hope so. I don't know if he will. I mean, he's out of his AEW contract by the time John has his final match, so maybe. 3-2, full count on Ceddanne Rafaela. Playing forward, Xelajú. Rafaela fouls it off. Out of play. Still full count. Xelajú, if they score, they pretty much, I would say, end this game. If they score, the longer they let this go, keep it 1-0, and then they score, this game's over. Or if it's 2-0 and then they score, it's going to be tough for Sporting to score 4 goals. Rafaela strikes out. Ball to the outside. That's 1 out. Got him swinging on the outside. Rafaela tipped it to the glove. Didn't get enough contact. Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron. I mean, Jackie Robinson. I mean, it's a pretty good Mount Rushmore. I have no qualms about it. I personally would rather put Jackie Robinson on there over Babe Ruth. I think Jackie Robinson deserves to be on there more. I'm not saying Babe Ruth's a crap player, but I think his era, along with a guy like Ty Cobb, is a lot more. I don't think you could totally put Babe Ruth or a Ty Cobb on a Mount Rushmore. Jackie Robinson, Barry came after Jackie, Willie Mays came after Jackie, Hank Aaron came after Jackie. I would put Jackie Robinson on there over Babe Ruth. I would. Because that's when baseball became the baseball we know. It was a fair sport. It's a fair sport. Anybody could play. All the talented players could play in the majors. Jackie Robinson changed the game of baseball. He did. And he was a very good player as well. It's not like he was just there as a charity case. No, Jackie was a very good player. Amazing player. He deserved to be there. He earned his spot. Damn good player. And he's a big historical name when it comes to the sport, whether it comes to his play and what he did for the sport. Jackie over Babe Ruth. Keep the rest. Jackie over Babe Ruth, but keep the rest. Well, I mean, I can make an argument for Tony Gwynn. I can make an argument for Albert Pujols. I can honestly make an argument for Shohei Ohtani, but I'm not going to do it. I really, now, you make me want. Man, if Tony Gwynn had that 400 season, I'd be like, damn, put him on there. But, you know, personally, I would say Tony Gwynn, Albert Pujols, Shohei, and well, Roy Halladay is good. He doesn't deserve to be on Mount Rushmore, though. Mark McGwire. Yeah, Albert, Tony Gwynn, Shohei, Mark McGwire would probably be like Mount Rushmore too. Or more of like the modern day Mount Rushmore. So do with that what you will. 25th minute in. Yeah, no. Another really good strikeout. 2 outs. Narvaez, the catcher. Schlittler with 2 strikeouts in the second. He got a strikeout the first inning. 0 for 5 for Narvaez this series. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. 15 home runs the regular year. Corner for Xelajú. Narvaez watches it, and it will be called a ball. 2-0. Good take. Header, wide. Goal kick for Sporting. Narvaez takes the swing. He hits it, but he will ground out. 3 outs. No, 1 hit, no runs. Solid start so far for the Yankees. Yankees have an error. That would be on the foul ball not caught. Playing forward is Sporting. This could be number 2. Shot wide. Goal kick for Xelajú, I would guess. One to 2. Valencia over the corner. It's a corner. Okay. Sporting are a goal away from tying up the aggregate. Well, besides the away goals. Cross in. Header. It would be tied because they're all home goals. That is true. But if Xelajú scores, there you go. Away goals just turn this on its head. Cleared away. Oh. Pitchers Mount Rushmore. Pedro Martinez, Roger Clemens, Nolan Ryan, Greg Maddux. Yeah, I could get behind that. Starters for sure. I mean, Mariano Rivera as a closer, not as a person, but like just as what he did as a closer, Mariano has a shout. Piece of shit person, though, that turns out. Glavine, Tom Glavine, maybe? Glavine. Well, no, Maddux, yeah. Glavine, no, Maddux is the right pick. Smoltz and Glavine. I love Smoltz and Glavine. I love Halladay. I think you're right. Pedro, Roger, Nolan, Maddux, I think you're right. I don't see, unless you want to do one for relief pitchers, but Mariano maybe. But it's a totally different. When you look at starters and relievers, it's a total different thing. It's kind of hard to put a reliever on there if you have 4 starters like Pedro, Roger, Nolan, and Maddox. It's hard to do. So, yeah, I'll go with it. I like that. I really like that. That one's good. Like, the only one that would be close as a reliever to join that Mount Rushmore would be Mariano. It would have to be. But I think it's more of a reliever, Mount Rushmore there. I think you're good on that. Well, that sucks, but it's friendlies, so do with that what you will. 1-1 on Stanton, Ball, 2-1. I think if you look at the way pitchers are, especially relievers versus starters, it's a really tough. You can't really compare relievers to starters, and you really can't compare starters to relievers. And Stanton, foul ball, 2-2. It's a tough thing to do. Like, if you're close to being comparable to a starter, that's a really good thing to say about a reliever. Like Mariano, career-wise. Stanton, golfs it. And it's off the wall. Stanton golfs it off the wall. Going for a double. And he will get in standing up. Oh, he slide. But double for Giancarlo Stanton. Double for Stanton. Golfed it off the wall. 114.5 off the bat. He golfed it off the wall. That was a good hit. Good contact. Very good contact. It did not look like a 114-mile-per-hour swing, though. I'll tell you that right now. That looked very soft for 114 miles per hour off the bat. It really did. Barreled it up, bounced it off the wall, just barely a double. Just flared out, just. He gets that a little bit closer inside to the pole. That's probably a homer. Ben Rice. If he gets it a little bit closer to left field, that's a homer. But since it was left center, it probably, if he just could have put it a little bit more to the left, it would have been a homer, I think. Good swing, good contact. Strike. The sweeper gets Ben Rice to chase. Left center, that going to left center definitely caused that to be a double instead of a homer. So he should thank his lucky stars. Ball. Good contact. Ben Rice hits it, fouls it off. Still 1-0 for Sporting and Xelajú. Sporting's pushed. Xelajú, they've defended very well, but they need to score a goal. The fact they haven't really gone for it kind of scares me. Free kick. Strikes him out. He strikes Ben Rice out. Brought down, shot, saved by the goalie. 2 strikeouts for Early. That's tough. Xelajú, that's a tough question. He doesn't have the rings. Xelajú! Saved! Corner. De Leon makes the save to make sure this game is still alive for now. Stanton being a Hall of Famer, he's on the borderline. I think he's had the longevity. He's had the peak. He has the borderline numbers. He doesn't have the rings. That's what happens when you play most of your career for the Marlins and then the Yankees just have choked. He has the accolades. He's on the line. I think he'll get in. I think the voters will get him in by 10 years being up on the ballot. I don't think he'll drop off the ballot. I don't see him not making it within 10 years of him being on the ballot. It might take a little bit of a campaign. I say he is, personally. I think Judge is way more clear-cut. I think Aaron Judge is way more clear-cut. Giancarlo Stanton, I think he will be. I could see that taking a bit longer. I think Aaron Judge will be a 1-2 ballot Hall of Famer. Brought down. I think Aaron Judge will be a first or second ballot Hall of Famer. I think that's way more clear-cut. Do I think Stanton will fall off the ballot when he gets on 5%, less than 5% on his first year? No. Do I think he won't get in before 10 years are up? He'll get in before his 10 years are up. I believe so, unless they find out he took steroids. Which in my opinion, I don't subscribe to the steroid bullshit. I'm fine with steroid players being in the Hall of Fame. I don't have a vote, but if I did, I do not give a shit. See, here's the thing. The steroids, and I'm not saying it because of him, I'm just saying in general. Rosario flies it. Stanton won't tag. That'll be not deep enough. Stanton will not tag. 2 out. I don't care about steroids. I don't. Like, if the MLB used the steroid era to save their sport and then they threw them under the bus, especially the Bonds era steroid players. Now there is a drug policy. I guess it's a little bit different, but the Wild West of like the 90s and the mid-2000s, nah. Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame. Mark McGwire should be in the Hall of Fame. It was a Wild West at the time. It was. Oh, and by the way, David Ortiz got in. He had his steroid talk. People talked about him taking steroids. A-Rod's going to get in. He might pay the price for like 5 years, but he's going to get in. He took steroids during the time of there being a drug policy. He's still getting in. So make it make sense, though. Make it make sense, though. I'm not saying Giancarlo took steroids. But if it did come out that he did at the end of his career after he retired, would I still put him in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I would. Because guess what steroids is? It doesn't make you hit the damn ball. It may make you hit it farther if you got contact. But it don't make you hit the damn ball. Barry Bonds didn't become a damn good hitter because he took the steroids. He just sent it farther because he took the steroids. He already had Hall of Fame level numbers before he started shooting himself up. So does it matter? 1-1. Strike. No. I love Manny Ramirez, but no. Manny Ramirez is not a Hall of Famer. No. No, he's not. Like, Manny Ramirez was known more for his antics. His peak was not long enough. He does not have the numbers. Manny's Hall of Very Good. Manny is Hall of Memorable. He is not a Hall of Famer. No. I love Manny, but no. No. In theory, no, Manny should get in before Stanton because Stanton's still playing. You have to wait 5 years to be on the ballot. But I think Manny fell off the ballot when he first got on it, which frankly is the right way to go. Manny's Hall of Very Good at best. Hall of Memorable, most likely. You know, he ain't no Hall of Famer. Manny's not no Hall of Famer, no. Team sport. The only reason he has 2 rings because he was on those Red Sox teams. Team sport. I don't blame Stanton for playing for the Marlins for half his career than playing for the Yankees who don't know how to win anymore. That's not his fault. He's done a good job carrying those Yankees as well, so The rings is a team sport thing, personally. Now, when it comes more to MVP resumes, I look more at individual award, personally, for players. Like, I look at Silver Sluggers, I look at Cy Youngs, I look at Gold Gloves, I look at MVPs, I look at Hank Aaron Awards. I don't look at rings. Like, yeah, it's cool you were on champion teams, but there are players that'll never win a ring that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. He strikes out Jazz Chisholm. Stanton might be one of those guys. If things don't change within the next 5 years, he probably is one of those guys who deserves to be in without a ring because of what he's done as a player himself. He's won MVPs before with the Marlins. Didn't he win a unanimous NL MVP with the Marlins? The Marlins. And Yelich was still on the team at the time. No. Strikeout end of the inning. Niners are up 7-0. Okay. So you do with it what you will, but if I was voting for the Hall of Fame, I'm looking more at their stats, their numbers, and their individual awards. I'm looking at MVPs. I'm looking at Rookies of the Year. I'm looking at Gold Gloves, Silver Sluggers, Hank Aaron Awards, batting titles, Triple Crowns, home run leaders. That's what I'm looking at. Like, rings are cool, but if it was about the rings, yeah, there are players that have won a lot of rings who are probably in the Hall of Fame because of the rings they've won. On the flip side of that, there are players that have such good numbers and individual accolades that don't have the rings that should be in the Hall of Fame in any sport, but even baseball. So Stanton's one of those guys where he might just go down as one of those guys who have the individual accolades but didn't have the ring because of who he played for and the era he played for them. The Marlins, that makes sense completely. Well, they have 2 World Series. Yeah, what have they done besides that? Make the playoffs twice and never other than that. Touchdown Niners. So that's 14-0, 13. Manning's the best player on the championship Red Sox teams, not counting pitchers. David Ortiz exists. Are you forgetting David Ortiz exists? What? Dude. Are you forgetting David Ortiz exists? What? What? Johnny Damon? Veritek? Like, what? You're forgetting they exist? 42nd minute. Header. Xelajú saved. How can you say Manny's the best player on those championship Red Sox teams and forget David Ortiz exists? And Veritek? And Damon? And Dustin Pedroia? I think we're talking 04-07. Yeah, so Pedroia. What? Okay. Wide. How we doing, son? 1-2, 1-2, medio tiempo, aggregate, global. Xelajú leads the tie, 1-2 on aggregate. They're losing on the night, 1-0. Still tie between the Red Sox and the Yankees. I would take a 20-inning game for sure. Well, good. Cardines made his debut at the Conference League level. Good. Amazing to hear that. Trinidadian player, played during the World Cup qualifier. Yeah. Now played Conference League. Romy Gonzalez hitting for the Red Sox. Playing forward, 2 minutes to go, the first half, plus stoppage time. Frozen. Header away. Just stands there. Low, 100 miles per hour, he just stands there. Bat on his shoulder. Strikeout. Okay, fair enough. He did. But the thing about Manny, oh yeah, he had a pretty long, he was playing in the 90s before. Okay, fair enough. The early 2000s, he was peak. But that by around 2006, he started acting like a clown. Fair enough. I think maybe his peak was a little bit before, started a little bit before my time and then continued into my younger years, my early elementary years, and then he started to become a clown. But again, that's no disrespect to Manny. I like Manny. I like Manny Ramirez, but 2004, I wasn't even in freaking kindergarten yet. I was watching baseball, but yeah, his peak, I guess, was late 90s, early 2000s. Before I even got into school, really. Then he started being a clown. And then he was out of the league by what, 2010? At least out of the MLB. Then he was playing in Japan. 3 minutes of stoppage time. But okay, fair enough. Different sport, but Manny Pacquiao, solid boxer, legend. He's done well. I'm not exactly a fan. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of Pacquiao, but I mean, I respect his talent. I respect what he's done in his career. I mean, I'm more of a Floyd fan. Like, Pacquiao and Canelo are pretty similar to me, level-wise. Like, that's the way I look at them. I look at Pacquiao and Canelo as a very similar type of boxer. Very good. Not exactly my favorite, either of them, but they're very good, legendary. They've had very legendary careers, good records. No disrespect at all, but they don't exactly, they've had very good careers, but they don't exactly fight the way that I perceive to be the most entertaining. I mean, De La Hoya, I mean, in ring, he was solid. Other than that, though, De La Hoya's dude's problematic. Rio's been around Palace team since the Community Shield final. A man like Chris Richards rates the kid. Well, good. I mean, if Chris Richards thinks he's good, he's a good player. That's the way I'll look at it. I thought he played well during the World Cup qualifiers. But if Chris Richards thinks the player is good, I agree. If Chris Richards thinks the kid is good, the player is good, I agree. Yankees are back up to bat. 3rd minute of stoppage time. San Miguelito is a goal away from sending this to extra time. 2 goals away from winning outright. And it's halftime. 1-0 at the half. 1-2 aggregate. 1-2. 1-0 esta noche. 1-2 global. Miro tiempo. No. See, here's the thing. It meant nothing, but like using the same gimmicks to try to get the same magic out of them the next year doesn't work. That never really works. Like, especially in baseball. Like, I don't know what it is, but like the rally gimmicks, they only really work for 1 year. Like the Angels rally monkey, you know? 2002 was amazing. They won the World Series. Ever since, they still use it. And what's happened since? Nothing. Grimace, NLCS. If they brought it back, they probably still would have missed the playoffs. Let's see. Rally Banana. Mississippi State Rally Banana. Almost won the College World Series in 2018. If they brought it back, would it have done anything? Probably not. Baseball's weird. Like, see, Jobu. See, I think the way they use Jobu in Major League kind of changed how people see things like that. Because Jobu was part of both movies. That's not how this works at all. Characters, gimmicks, rally things don't work forever. It seems like they work for a year and then find something new. Do that what you will. With that being said, we're going to take a short break. Cool. Good point. Exactly. 2-1, 1 out, strike. We'll take a short break after the inning. Yeah, makes sense. Don't want to miss anything. Bottom 3, Wells versus Early. 1 out, 2-2. Striked him out. 2 out. Chris Richards, repost, Rio debut, and Mateta. Nice. One more. Tight game so far. Grounded into right. That'll be a single. The Rams are sucking tonight. I'm surprised. Isn't Brock Purdy not playing? Like, isn't Brock Purdy out hurt? Like, isn't it Mac Jones starting against the Rams? They just fumbled it. The Niners get the ball. Dude, the Rams are losing to Mac Jones. The fuck? Oh, Lord. Put your heads back down. You suck. I thought the Rams were supposed to be good, and you're losing to Mac Jones? Mac Jones? Put your heads back down. No. No, you can't be doing that. Y'all losing to Mac Jones. 1-0 on Judge. Early. Pitching to him with a man on first. Got to be careful. Strike. Low curveball. You can't let Judge. Him hitting a 1-run home run ain't good for the Red Sox. He hits a 2-run homer, you might be screwed. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. You already got him out once, though. Puts the ball on the ground. That'll be a ground out, and he's got him. Inning over. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Sit tight. We'll be back. We're back for the stats of the half. Mac Jones is playing good. Damn it. Well, I mean, Drake May ain't so bad with the Patriots either, so it's okay. 1-1 on Story. Still a 0-0 game. 65% possession, 35% possession. We have 9 interceptions to 9, 0 offside to 1, 4 corners to 5. We have 221 pass to 123. We have 85% pass accuracy to 76% pass accuracy, 16 cross to 7. We have 1 goal to 0, 9 shots to 3, 4 shots on goal to 2. We have 10 tackles to 13. We have 4 fouls to 9, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red card to 0. We have 1-0 at the half, 1-0 medio tiempo. And that is a home. Well, no, that's an out. Okay, out. They caught it. 1-0, 1-0 medio tiempo. 1-2 global, 1-2 on aggregate. Right now, Sporting are going to be eliminated. Even with this win on the night, they would still be eliminated. But they got the goal early to keep this game within reach, to at least send it to extra time with the second goal and not allowing another. Bregman will fly out to judge, 2 out. But I'd say Sporting want this more. Xelajú are just trying to play this out. What I would do if I were them is go for a goal, but they haven't really gone for the away goal to put this away, really. Feels like they're playing, I wouldn't say playing with their food, they're just trying to play this out. They're getting owned for it. It's interesting. That's all I'm saying. It's interesting. With that being said, we'll be back for the second half. That'll be coming on a second. Y'all shut up. 3 for 4, 2 RBI this series. Ooh. You know, I don't. Y'all should have swings through that sinker. You know, oh man. I don't. Man, you got me wondering. I don't know. I would say personally, I'd say Red Sox Yankees. Like, I legitimately believe Mississippi State versus Ole Miss is the best rivalry in college football. Call me biased or what? It is. If you know, you know. And hell, the second best rivalry is Alabama versus Auburn, the Iron Bowl. I don't think Michigan Ohio State means that much. I could give a shit less. I mean, listen to my accent. If you want to know. I think Army Navy is bigger than Michigan Ohio State. Go Navy beat Army, by the way, because the Marines are a department of the Navy. Yeah. Go Navy. But because my dad was a Marine. That's why. There's rivalries I think are bigger than Michigan, Ohio State. So, yeah, Red Sox, Yankees, because I don't. That'll be a ground out for Rafaela. Rafaela's out. That's 3. I think it's Yankees, Red Sox, Yankees. Red Sox, Yankees is the bigger rivalry. Like, I see that as a true rivalry. I see that it's the most heavy rivalry. And when they play playoff games, it's different. It's even bigger. So it's some during the regular season, but when they play playoff games against each other, it's even more of a rivalry. I mean, it doesn't hurt that growing up, my first really big exposure to the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry was the ALCSs in 03 and 04. Like, that's a way to start seeing that rivalry. I barely even watch Michigan, Ohio State. It's a rivalry. Yeah, I check the score because I do my picks, you know. Like, I see what happens, but it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. Like, there are rivalries in college football and other sports that matter way more to me. Michigan, Ohio State seems performative. Like, it don't seem like real hate. You see freaking Ohio fans putting X's over M's, and you see the winner of the game planting the flag at midfield. Yeah, no. That don't make a heated rivalry. You want to act like you hate each other when really it only matters during Thanksgiving for y'all. You know? You don't know what hate is. You don't know what a rivalry is. You just act like the Southerners for 1 week in November. Like, you act like you're Ole Miss and Mississippi State. You act like you're Auburn, Alabama. You don't know shit. You wish. Well, what if they called the Pirate? Then wouldn't Montreal, Toronto be cosplaying? No, they already hate each other. I'd just be adding the elements from the Egg Bowl. I already do, but they really do hate each other. Just adding the elements from the Egg Bowl. It's not cosplaying if the teams really hate each other, you know? It's not cosplaying then. One. That's a ball. Second half's about to start here. That's my opinion, though. And that's a strike on Bellinger. He swings at a low pitch, 2-2. I like the pink accents on the Xelajú jersey. That's pretty cool. I wonder if they're doing that because it's October. It's just ironic they're wearing it that way. I like it, though. But, yeah, no, I'd say Red Sox, Yankees if I had to pick which one's the bigger rivalry. And Bellinger flies it high. It drops for a double. Drops in between Rafaela. Dropped in for a double. Second half to start. And we're off. Boom. Bermuda triangled. Gonzalez, Rafaela, hit his glove. Goal kick. Almost. Double for Bellinger. No error. I don't think there was an error there. Yeah, I'll take the call. Because if it gets Bermuda triangled, he made a play at it. One-0. Ball. Strike. Was outside the K zone, but it's a strike. 1-1 on Stanton. He already doubled this game. If he does that again, we have a tie game. Diaz gets a yellow card. Strike. Rams are starting to get going. Well, I would hope so. 2-1. A Yankees fan at the game is wearing a full suit. He must have just got back from his damn meeting at a high rise. Foul ball. Like, wearing a suit at a baseball game is just, no. Like, yeah, no, I get you might work for a damn venture capitalist company and you just came back from a meeting, but wearing a full suit, dude. Douche. Douche. Changing a bathroom stall, asshole. Foul ball. Touchdown Rams. $14-7. Ball. Walked him. Early walk Stanton, 2 on, no out. First and second. Like, the coach in sports could wear a suit. I'm not saying you can't, but baseball is not a sport where anybody wears a suit. Hell, the coach even wears the uniform of the players, which I think that's kind of cool, but you know. But Ben Rice coming up, no out, 2 on. Which, I mean, technically, a soccer coach, manager, football manager, they could actually wear the uniform on field. I mean, Chris Armas wore that warm-up jersey back before he got fired on the touchline. So, in theory, you could, you know, wear a jersey on the touchline of your teams. In theory. I wouldn't mind doing that, but 49th minute. Free kick header wide. Strike. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. And he struck him out. 6 strikeouts for early. I mean, Steelers-Ravens is a big rivalry. Like, Steelers-Ravens, I mean, Steelers fans hate Ravens fans' guts. Ravens fans hate Steelers fans' guts. I hate the Steelers. Oh, shit. I hate the Ravens. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. That was bad. Blech. Oh, Lord. That's going to look bad. Holy fuck. I hate the Ravens. I feel like I cursed. And that's going to be a run for the Yankees. Is he going to gun him down at home? He does not. 1-0 Yankees. Oh, Lord. I think I just... Oh, no. I misspoke, and I feel like I cursed. I misspoke, and I feel like I said the worst thing I possibly could ever say. Oh, Lord. Oh, fuck that. No. I want to edit this video just because I don't have to because it wasn't actually bad, but fuck. I hate the Ravens. Fuck off. Fuck off. I didn't fully say the word, first of all. Second of all, I'm so used to talking about the Steelers, it slipped. The misspeaking slipped. I speak too fast and I talk too much about the Steelers positively. The misspeaking slipped. And that is a bases loaded. Yankees lead 1-0. It happens. I feel horrible. I'm going to get meme like, well, at least nobody's watching the stream. I won't get meme like fuck. Could have been worse. Could have been worse timing. I need to wash out my mouth with soap. I need to go. I'm not even Catholic and I need to go to a confessional box. Put me in confession. I'm the man in the box. It's 2-0 Yankees. Straighten out your mortal soul. Get to the box. I'm the man in the box. Now I love the Steelers because somebody I love loves the Steelers. Not like I ever had problems with them before that, but you know. I always was positive towards them anyway, but you know. I never hated them anyway. Brady always bitched him out anyway. Why would I? Why would I? See, I hate the Ravens because Brady had problems with them. There's the big reason why there. Brady had problems with the Ravens. That's why I hate the Ravens. I think they're douchebags, but they always have been. But Brady had problems with them. Brady never had problems with the Steelers, so I have no problem loving the Steelers because somebody I love loves the Steelers. I have no problem with it. Zero. It's not like they're a Giants fan or a Jets fan or a Ravens fan or hold on. Soccer goalies. Football goalie. Soccer goalies are the weirdest. Actually, no. Hockey goalies. Hockey goalies. You didn't even ask that. Hockey goalies. No Name is going to start acting like Pacharo and gaslight me to fucking hell and back with this, isn't he? I'd rather Pacharo keep making freaking what's his name? Bowler. What's that fucking bowler who looks like me jokes? Whatever his fucking name is. Whatever that jackass's name is. Honestly, I'd rather have Pacharo gaslight me than you. I'm about to get rage baited by you, Anna. Fuck. At least I didn't give Pacharo the openings to gaslight me. He came up with his own. That's worse. Like, he rage baits me, but he came up with that shit all on his own. I accidentally gave you the opening to rage bait me. Fuck. So I gotta blame myself for getting gaslighted. That's hell. Bases loaded for the Yankees. 1 out, 3 on. Just take the damn guy out. I think the Yankees are about to win this game. Catcher's interference. Yeah, that's a 3rd run. Honestly, I'd rather it be, well, you know what? Yeah, I'd rather it be the Yankees. I think it's easier for us to beat them. And, well, they can stop crying when we do. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see his glove out. Did his glove get hit? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it is. Review. I don't think I don't think his glove touched the bat. I don't think so. I've seen enough catcher reviews because of George. That glove, it maybe the tip of the bat. I don't see it. I don't see it. So no, it wasn't. As a neutral, I wanted Jays versus Yankees, more entertaining series. And as a Jays fan, I think we beat both of them. I just want to shut Yankees fans up about the tiebreaker, frankly. We win both. We win both. I'd say we win both series. We beat them both 8-5 per series in the season. So in theory, we should beat both. And that's going to be more runs for the Yankees. That's going to be at least 2. The Yankees, 4-0 New York. Red Sox going to have to come back. A bloop double. Or a bloop single. No, it is a bloop double. Wait, could be runners at the corners. I'm not sure. 60th minute. But, again, to be clear, love the Steelers, hate the Ravens. Even before I was bandwagoning the Steelers for somebody I love. I've always hated the Ravens. With the fire of 1,000 suns. That's why I fit in so well. I might hate them more than they do. I might hate the Ravens more than they do, to be real. I might. And that's going to fly up. Caught. Is he going to tag? No, he does not. Safe. 2 out. It looks to me it'll be Toronto versus New York. Judge. How many trophies can Toluca win this year? They have 2 right now. Oh, yeah, because they didn't win Leagues Cup. Oh, yeah. I think they'll be a bicampeonato. I think they will be a bicampeon. Tre campeon? No. CONCACAF? Well, it depends on how you count the year. I guess you're counting the calendar year, I guess. Well, or the season, I guess. Because if you were counting the calendar year, they would have 3. But I still, right now, technically 3. Bicampeon, that'd be 4. 3 if you want to go by the season. CONCACAF. Tricampeon. I could say 5. Yeah, that's not bad. 5. They're the best team in CONCACAF right now. Frankly. They're the best team in CONCACAF right now. Simple. Oh, look, it's... yes, they are. Look, it's Gaslighter 1. Thing 1 and Thing 2. Gaslighter 1. '63rd minute, 1-2. Georgia. Notre Dame does not. No, their defense is shit. TAMU, maybe? Honestly, yeah, sure. Sure. I can't think of 5 before Miami. I can't. All I can really think of is Georgia. Why'd you pull them after 4 runs allowed? Stupid. Oh, God. I think it's, shit. Slip it. I'm sure Pacharo will say it for you. Hit him with the pitch. Oh, EJ Tackett. There we go. EJ Tackett. Yeah. Lord, what if you started? What did you... Yep, he hit him with a pitch. Hit Judge with a pitch. No, he's not. Dear God. Yeah, you are living through the freaking Gaslighter 1 and Gaslighter 2 names. Jesus Christ. Oh. Inning is over. Yankees lead 4-0. 17-7 Niners at halftime. I have no brother. I'm an only child. I mean, you're not wrong, but he's not. I take things very seriously. That's the problem. Yes, I do. And I hope so. I hope they do. I ain't going anywhere. I ain't going to dress up as anybody for Halloween. I say they do. I ain't going to dress up as anybody for Halloween. I have no plans to dress up as anybody for Halloween or go to any Halloween parties. I have 0 plans for that. No. Well. FSU. Gators suck. Yeah, I agree with that. The 67th minute. I mean, their defense is the only good thing about their team. Their offense sucks, and their coach, Billy Napier, is the worst coach in college football. Billy Napier should be fired. Billy Napier should be fired. He will be fired, frankly. Clown. Billy Napier is a clown. Clown. How's everyone saying Miami did not look good against the Gators? Because it was close. Closer than it should have been. That's football for you. Sometimes you have a closer game than you should. Still 1-0. Xelajú will still advance, but they're really trying to run out this clock. Congrats to Raleigh Gaines. I agree. Congratulations to the happy family. 1 on, no out. Shot. One on, no out. You don't realize. Rolls it forward, 69th minute. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if she did. Hell, she probably writes the whole playbook now, how bad she's got him by the balls. I feel sorry for Bill, really. I feel sorry for Bill. She is a gold digger in every sense of the word, and she ain't even freaking sly about it. I could accept if she was sly about it, but no. She's like his manager plus his girlfriend plus whatever the hell. Narvaez fouls it off. How we doing, William? Bill Belichick's girlfriend is a Jezebel. I'm sorry. I don't like going there, but you know what? Screw it. Yeah, no. Bill Belichick's girlfriend is a Jezebel. She is a Jezebel, plain and simple. Love what the USMNT U20 did, beating France 3-0. Wait, what? USMNT beat France. Huh. Mariners are playing Detroit. That'll be interesting. Honestly, that might be a good series. I still think the Mariners win, unless the Detroit Tigers jump on them early. I think the Mariners should still win that. I think we very likely will get a Mariners-Toronto ALCS. Crazy, man. The US U20s beat France. Makes me feel a little bit better about that Italy result against Cuba. Makes me feel a little bit better. Not much, but something, you know. It makes me feel like a little bit better. Well, good for them. Can't wait to see Pochettino waste all those young players on the main USMNT. Qualified to the next round. Yeah, because they beat the shit out of New Caledonia as well, which understandable, but turns out maybe they beat New Caledonia at that level because they're actually good and not because New Caledonia sucks. Okay. Playing forward, Xelajú. As of now, they'll still advance with a lead. But if they got an away goal, that would be nice. Would she still be dating Bill if he wasn't rich and famous? She wouldn't even have met him if he wasn't rich and famous. I think he was on a book tour or something when they met on that plane. Or something like that. I don't know. Strike. Struck out. 70 pitches, another struck out. 2 outs on the Red Sox. Like, dude, she runs the freaking program, basically. I don't think Bill Belichick ever needed a manager, but he didn't even have to hire one. So I guess I don't think he ever needed one per se, but you know what? Fine. I mean, fair enough. I mean, the dude signed her book with all the Super Bowl rings he's won, like each number. I guess that's Riz. I guess. Autistic for sure, but you know, I can say that. Neurodivergent over here, I could say that. Just to be clear. One to two. Well, it's either tunnel vision or autism. It's one of the two. For him. Or both. Could be both at the same time. Could be both at the same time. 74th minute. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I totally understand it. Both. 2-2. Understandable, both. Hit! And that's going to be a hit for Gonzalez. Moves the runner forward to second. Sadly enough, they're on 2 outs. They get a home run. It's only a run deficit. Base hit. Boston's got to cash in on these base runners, though. Little 2-out rally. They want any chance. Romario on for Cardoza. Jarren Duran. Foul. High foul ball. Foul. '75th minute. Zero to 2. Throws in Xelajú. Can they get the away goal to shut the game out? Get the ball back. Duran, he did not go. I don't think he went. And he strikes him out. He did go. That's a bad call. I don't think he went on the check swing. I don't think he went. Bad call. Bad call. Let me see. Nope. No, he went. The bad head went in front of the plate. Okay, no, he did go. Okay, fine call. I was proven wrong. He did from the replay. Yeah, he did. That's why I saw. Yeah, I mean, the replay from the side did show it going. Yeah. Yeah. Replay showed it right. From the front, it didn't look like it. From the replay, it did. From the side, it did. So, yeah. Xelajú getting the ball back, 77th minute. Red Sox are running out of outs. Horrible bottom of the 4th. So as of now, I think, depending on how I time this game, it's less than 2 hours through 5 innings. Four and a half, I should say. Stanton golfs it. Will it be caught? Caught by Rafaela. 1 out. 78th minute. Ben Rice flies out to Rafaela. 2 out. Oh. With the game, the Jays are going to start at 3:08 when they play the Yankees. I think that's what they've said. If they play the Yankees on Saturday, they start 3:08. They would start 3:08 on Sunday as well. In theory, so what I will do is I think I'll be able to do the Jays game fully before the Toronto game, even TFC game, even starts at 7:30. And even review it possibly. If I can't review it, I'll just do a double review after the TFC game is over. 2 streams, 2 separate streams, possibly 2 separate reviews or 1 review depending on Saturday night. Sunday, 2 different lives, Formula 1 in Toronto, Blue Jays, 2 different reviews, Formula 1 and Toronto Blue Jays game 2. So it looks to me, I'll have to kind of look into it tomorrow, the timing of it, look at the game times of the playoffs, but I think with the Jays playing an hour later because they're in Chicago instead of 6:30, I think I could do both as a separate live and even probably or have a separate review for both. But we'll see. I think we could fit that in. Might be a little bit of squeeze on the review, but if I have like less than 30 minutes, I might just do a double review. But either way, it certainly would have been 2 separate ones if they were playing the Red Sox because that would have been 12 o'clock. But I think even with the later kickoff for TFC, it would be 2 separate. Still, the more I think about it, especially with the pitch clock. Strikeout! Inning over. Rosario strikes out. 4-0 Yankees. I mean, the Red Sox aren't out of it yet, but they got to wake up quickly. Sporting San Miguelito still leads 1-0, 1-2 on aggregate. Xelajú will still advance, but we are 9 minutes away from going to extra time if they score, Sporting. And they're pushing. They're pushing for sure. Yeah, I don't have to change the jersey. That helps. We have Olympia versus Cartagenas next. We have the CONCACAF Central American Cup quarterfinal recap, semifinal prediction tomorrow. And I'll make my streams for Saturday and Sunday. 2 lives, 2 reviews, most likely for both days. And Monday we're off. Well, no, World Cup qualifier predictions. I might show up as a guest on somebody else's channel as well. Depending. Well, on Monday. Blue Jays would not play Monday. They play Tuesday. If they play game 3, it would be Tuesday. Wednesday would be a game 4. Friday of next week would be a game 5, if need be. Ugh. '84th minute. $40 a month for ESPN plus Fox 1. That's just... That will be a hit. Hit for the Red Sox to open the inning. That is a hit for the Red Sox. Trevor Story with a hit, single. Bregman, top of the 6th. Ball or strike down the middle. My bad. Well, not down the middle, low and in. 20th postseason game versus the Yankees for Bregman. He's won all 3 series, 2017, 19, and 2022. This time he doesn't have any trash cans, though. Cross in, headed away. Brought down. Penalty! A penalty for Sporting San Miguelito. They get a penalty. Oh, no. He went down in the box himself. What do you mean, penalty? Dude went down the box himself. What do you mean, penalty? No, that's not a penalty at all. 1 out on the Red Sox. That's no. I don't see it. He freaking fell. He fell. He dived. Where are you, VAR? Fielder's choice, I'm guessing. Y'all should up. Well, it seems to me they're checking VAR. Sporting San Miguelito to tie this up and send it to extra time. Jain standing at the penalty spot, strikeout. 1-0. They scored early, and if they score late, they might just go to extra time. I feel like that's a bad call. I feel like the penalty call is a bad call. They're shithousing him. 2 out, 1 on. Fernando Cruz in the bullpen for the Yankees. I'm going to jump to the next game if I have to, even if they go to extra time here. I guess just put up 2 screens. Please miss. God, please miss. Or if they do, could Xelajú score? Ball don't lie. That was a bullshit call. Ball don't lie, baby. Please. Ball don't lie. Cheyenne shot, goal! And it's 2-0. 2-0 esta noche. 2-0 Escolar. We will go to extra time if Xelajú can't find a goal. Or Sporting. Minutes to go. What have you done? Bunch of bottle jobs. Xelajú played it out. Thought that they could get away with it. Did not try to go for a goal, and now they have to go for a goal with 5 minutes to go. You stupid idiots. Even though the penalty call was bad, went the right way, I don't think that's a penalty. I think that was a horrible call. I think that was a dive more than anything, but ball, I guess, does lie. Sporting's been close. Now they could go to extra time. 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. That's the end of the inning. Middle of the sixth, 4-0 White Sox. Yair Jayen. Xelajú needs to score. They need the away goal. These idiots might have just totally ruined it. When it comes to players and the referees. Absolutely idiotic. Xelajú. 1 minute plus stoppage time. I'm sure they'll get about 5 minutes. Can they score quickly? They have to score quickly. Their mistake was not trying to get the away goal. Being okay if they didn't get it. That was their mistake. Now they're going to extra time in most cases. Or can Sporting score, which at this point I wouldn't even complain. Cross in, top of the box, cleared. It's out for a throw. No. Sporting has it. Hesitated a little bit. Now Xelajú wakes up, of course. Mac Jones is playing good. 90th minute. How much stoppage time? Into the 90th. Whenever this game goes full time, I'm going to jump to the next game. And I guess I'll keep it up. 7 minutes of stoppage time. Will there be a last minute goal? Please, God, I don't care who it comes from. I really don't care who it comes from. Just somebody score. Somebody score. Out for a offside. That'll be a goal kick. Xelajú are a bunch of idiots. That's what they are. Why would you... They played themselves. Why would you not go for the away goal knowing that that would basically end the game? Now you're staring down extra time because you're a bunch of idiots. If you had the away goal, you'd have the lead on aggregate. They scored 3. You would be winning, you idiot. Now you have to play another 30 minutes because you're stupid. Possibly. I hate that. I freaking hate it, man. Idiots. And they kind of got screwed by the ref. That was a dive. That was still a dive. Like, explain to me how that doesn't get overturned on VAR. Freaking pro refs. Worst referees ever. Pro refs strike again. At least it wasn't Portland this time. Out for a throw-in for Xelajú. And yeah, Sporting San Miguelito are going after the ball like rabid dogs. Why wouldn't they? They bottled it on the road. At home, they're doing just fine. Xelajú. Throw-in. Is that Armando Cooper? No. Free kick for Xelajú. 1 on, no out. Wolff up to hit. 2 sub or a sub for Xelajú with 5 minutes to go. Cardenas on for Diaz, who was on a yellow. Free kick for Xelajú. Throw in. Playing forward. Fourth minute of stoppage time. Playing it around the back. Yeah. I'm sure you were, but I don't think the other teams were. Sad thing is it was you who was inspired, not the teams. Headed away. Somebody just scored. Dear God. Double play. At least they got one. Throwing air. They'll give them second. Throw in. Throw in air. Yeah, they're not even trying to go for it. Bunch of idiots. Goal kick. Grisham. Come on, somebody score at this point. Just somebody score. I don't care who. You got 2 minutes. And it's 4-0. Red Sox get out of the inning. Out of the 6th. Throw in for Xelajú with a minute to go. Mac Jones is down and hurt. Damn, that sucks for him. Free kick. Probably the last kick of the game. I will quickly jump onto the next stream if this goes to extra time. I have to. So it's one of those days. We're back in those times. Extra time means flip the stream. Yay. It's one of those days. We're back. 97th minute free kick. Could you please damn score? Nets, Jets, Mets, and Islanders, they ain't winning nothing. Maybe the Mets, but other than that, I think you're going to be very disappointed. 73rd or 97th into the 98th free kick. Xelajú somehow put in a pinpoint cross to get the header in. we're going to extra time. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you very, very soon for the next game. Olympia versus the Cartagenas. Okay, perfect. That'll work. We'll just deal with it as it is. With that being said, I'll be back soon. We'll have fun with it. I'm running. I'm out. Peace. Extra time, my ass. Peace.